Well, we start with the latest on Eberechi Eze. He's expected to start his medical with Arsenal today after they agreed a deal with Crystal Palace for £67.5 million yesterday. The England forward was at Selhurst Park last night but didn't play in the Conference League qualifier due to illness. And Oliver Glasner, well, he's not happy with how the club has handled his departure. He's confirmed Eze won't play for them again and told reporters after the game the club's inability to have a replacement lined up is entirely their fault.
I can't do anything, I can't sign the players. I can't sign a player's contract, so we have to act. We have to act. We need this, and this is Crystal Palace future. It's Crystal Palace future, and we need to add, not numbers. It's easy to add 10 numbers. We need the right players. The profile is defined for months. And it's not surprising for everyone that Ebbs left. Honestly, it's not surprising. So because 5 days earlier we couldn't have done anything if he leaves. So we knew that the chance is very high that this will happen. Yeah. And honestly, and this is again, and I say it like it is. We missed to replace him early enough. That's completely our fault and nobody else's fault. I think we could have done much better than we did. It's no criticism, it's just telling facts, Let's say not the best way you should start into the season. With the results, yes, of course. Third game, no defeat, that's all good, but I think we are below the edge.
Well, speaking to Channel 5, Palace chair Steve Parish said, "It's the king is dead. Long live the king," right? "We have to find other players to support the team." And Oliver Glasner, "We will bring in players. It is about finding the right players."
He looked to me, and he has looked, I think, for quite a lot of the last few weeks, like a coach who wants to be able to say a lot more than he can. And I think he will at some point. I think he's essentially a coach who's on the verge of expressing quite extreme displeasure with the way that certainly Palace have conducted their transfer business this summer, and I guess a lot of factors that are out of his control, like Eze leaving, like the decision to demote them from the Europa League, which is certainly not his fault. And I think if you look at where this has left him already 2 games into the season, with a player that he may have expected to leave at some point, but to leave him without a key player in his squad, without a meaningful replacement, and no prospect of getting one certainly immediately, I think he's right to sound the alarm bells. For all the last few months have been incredible for Palace fans. The last few weeks I think have brought them down to earth quite severely.
It's a very, very difficult week ahead for Palace, trying to sort of appease everyone around this transfer, but also trying to bring in the replacements and strengthen that squad, because Glasner is right. And as Jonathan says, he's in a very difficult situation with having taken Palace to incredible heights and also winning the Community Shield already this season. And he just hasn't quite had the backing that he probably expected, and I'm sure to a degree was promised earlier on in the summer.
Eze's future isn't the only name dominating the headlines. Glasner said captain Marc Guéhi has to stay for at least next week's second leg, despite the risk of losing him for nothing next summer. Now, Liverpool have been heavily linked, and Steve Parish confirmed again if he doesn't sign a new contract, they could be forced to sell before the deadline.
I just know if Marc leaves and is not available for Fredrikstad, we will have big troubles. That's pretty clear. We can't register anyone. So from my side, he has to stay. Again, you see, we played with Jeff Lerma in the back. He's a midfield player. We have no centre-back available at the moment. And if Marc leaves, okay, maybe, I will try my boots, because I was a centre-back and this could be a good option. I will think about it. First European game for Crystal Palace. First win. Clean sheet, going to Norway after hopefully winning against Nottingham. And again, this group, I trust them. They will be ready on Sunday, and they will fight again for winning for our fans, for this club.
Well, There's a massive game coming up for Palace on Super Sunday. They welcome Nottingham Forest, who replaced them in this season's Europa League, to Selhurst Park. And it's the first time they've played each other since that decision. You can watch coverage from 1 p.m. on Sky Sports Premier League.